Almost 10 years after their last concerts around Australia, the legend of Cold Chisel lives on.
Left my heart to the sappers round K-Sam. Keep wild at a sweet roll. They got nothing of a home. So I saw for the evening.
This afternoon on the Oz Stereo Network, we take you home free with Cold Chisel.
Ow!
And it is good afternoon.
How do you get your voice to go that deep?
Hi. Don Walker first.
I'm Jimmy Barnes, and I've got a harmonizer.
Oh, okay. I was going to actually start with Don, but I should have started with Jimmy.
I'm being an announcer, that's all there. Hi, home free.
Don, we've never had the pleasure of meeting before and never before on Home Free, so welcome into the studio this afternoon. It's great to see you.
Glad to be here.
And Mossy, I don't think we've had the pleasure either.
He hasn't had any pleasure in ages.
Jimmy Barnes, of course.
Regular.
Associate member. And in fact, that's Jimmy Barnes' corner over there.
That is, I know.
You've been here.
You should keep this phone away from me, though. I keep answering it. People are going to get this.
Well, we'll take some calls from listeners a little bit later on in the hour. When was the last time you three guys were together?
About 15 minutes ago at WEA. No.
14 months ago.
Yeah.
Up at WA.
Yeah, it was. When they had presenters with a thing for selling 2 million records. That was the last time we were all together. Basically, Phil and Steve were there as well.
And it is, in fact, the last time you were all together playing together was the very last stand concert.
Yeah, December, 83.
Yeah, that's right. Well, we're going to talk about that in particular this hour because it's re-released again, digitally mastered, and sounds great. We're going to play most of the tracks from the album.
Whatever that means.
Yeah.
Has it got a pop-up cover?
I think it sounds better. I think that's probably what it means.
No, it does, yeah.
Now, as far back as I can remember with Cold Chisel, the song that always opened the show was Standing on the Outside. Who was doing the song lists?
Don, because I think he didn't like that one. He was trying to get rid of it early in the piece.
But Don, it did always open the shows, didn't it?
For a long time,
After we had that one at our disposal. Before that, Conversations used to open for a long time.
Right, and was there any particular reason for rolling that one out first?
Oh, it just bangs in really quickly and, you know...
It's just got a good feel, good build-up, you know. You can do a sound check as you're going.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, we're going to bang it in now really quickly. Standing on the outside. Cold Chisel, home free. Cold Chisel, and we have with us today Jimmy Barnes, Ian Moss and Don Walker from The Last Stand, which in fact was some 9 years ago. Now, I just want to go through some facts here. The band was around 7 years before the breakup there with The Last Stand, is that right?
10.
Certainly
10.
recording.
10. I was recording 7, yeah.
So you were together 3 years
We formed in November. Was it November? When did we... No.
73.
73, sometime in 73.
So if we
Maybe another month? Come on, off the top of your head.
So if we plugged you in now, do you reckon you'd be able to just roll that one out easily?
No, I probably wouldn't remember the words.
What about you, Don? Could you play the piano piece in that?
In that one? No chance.
Mossy?
Piece of piss.
You want to show off, eh?
Well, you know, I wanted to ask you, you know, that's the opening from most of your shows there. And when you think back on Cold Chisel, what are the thoughts that roll through your head?
Jesus. When we're looking back on it?
Well, maybe some of the good things that happened. Yeah.
Oh, no, we've just been talking about it before. We had a lot of great times. The problem is we can't remember most of them. You know, it was... no, we... you know, just when we actually went in to mix all this stuff, you know, it brought back a lot of memories. You know, I was just sort of sitting about thinking, you know, shows that we've done and great, you know, basically we grew up, you know, in a band. You know, that's where we all learnt, you know, all our chops as, you know, musicians and whatnot. And so it's got a lot of great memories, you know.
Mossy, what about some of your memories of Cold Chisel in general? It doesn't have to be specific.
Well, the first thing I think of are these live seeing you playing The Last Stand. I immediately have memories of the Last Stand concerts, which
it's funny that
which amazing coincidence.
First and last, remember. And Don, Don, what about some of your good memories of the Chisel days?
Oh, the same as just what Ian and Jim have covered.
Yeah. What sort of answer is that? Come on.
A very quick and easy one. I always got the feeling, looking at Cold Chisel, though, in those days, that, Don, you're up there behind the piano watching and, in a sense, controlling all the madness going down below. Is that correct?
No, he was enjoying. He was partaking of it.
A screaming match with Steve.
You're speeding up. No, I'm not. You guys are slowing down.
Well, we want to get to the anger and maybe all the hassles that were later on. I was trying to concentrate on the good things.
No, that was one of the good bits.
Now, what about Choir Girl, which is also on the album? I believe that originally came out of the demo sessions for East, the song Choir Girl originally.
That's right, yes.
Do you remember specifically writing that song for a specific purpose or whatever, Don?
I can remember writing it while we were touring in Perth, and that was the song that we used as a kind of a test run for our new producer, Mark Opitz. And then we stuck it out as a single. It went very well, and we really liked those sessions, so we went on and recorded the rest of East with Mark Opitz.
That was the first song from East, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was the first one we recorded.
It's also on The Last Stand. We're going to play it now. This is Keith Williams. Don, I wanted to ask you a question about K-San, which was the band's first single. It was banned from airplay originally, yet to this day it remains Cold Chisel's most enduring song. I think you'd agree with me there. Where did you write it, and what was the mood when you wrote it?
It was written on a notepad in Sweethearts Cafe one afternoon, the old Sweethearts Cafe, which is where the McDonald's restaurant now is in the Cross.
You were having lunch at Sweethearts?
Oh, I think it was during a rainy afternoon or something.
Having breakfast.
And it was about a mate of mine up around Cars Creek who I was in school with, and he went to Vietnam.
Hence K-San, and we'll play it now.